Welcome to another special edition of Airborne Unlimited, coming to you from SnF 2022. I'm Holland Lee. The aviation community is coming together once again, safely and responsibly, to celebrate all things aviation. The staff of the Aero-News Network and SnF have once again partnered to bring you all the news from the show via the SnF Digital Daily at snfdd.com. And be sure to check in at airborne-live.net each morning at 0900 for our live morning brief, covering all things sun and fun as the day begins. Today's show is brought to you by Piper Aircraft. From trainers to ultra-advanced pressurized single-engine turboprops, Piper is building the aircraft that are keeping America flying. Coming up on our program today, Titan makes Mustangs. GAMI has an unleaded fuel solution. And ElectroAir gets certified. These stories and more coming up on today's SnF Digital Daily Special Edition of Airborne Unlimited. Elevate is open for business. Elevate is the SnF Gang's aerospace and logistics incubator, an intriguing and laudable effort to get aviation businesses off the ground. The news center was just dedicated this week at SnF 22.
Heretofore, our motto was, we're going to go from car seat to cockpit. But now, we're going to go from cradle to company. We're going to span the entire spectrum of getting those young minds engaged and excited about the opportunities in aviation and the aerospace industry, all the way through an education and skill sets to be able to build their own company right here with Elevate, the new aerospace and logistics incubator. This is the brainchild of my dear friend, Chairman of the Board, Mr. Rick Garcia. We've got Eric Crump, Mr. Goodman. All of us together have worked diligently with Gene Conrad's help to figure out how we can provide an opportunity for those who think they've got a super idea for how to move logistics through ground, air, water, and make it possible in an affordable fashion so they don't die trying to create a company that's got great merit. So as of today, we've got a facility that Sun and Fun and the Aerospace Center for Excellence is donating, along with support from the county, where we just got a grant for $600,000 approved yesterday that will be shared between two facilities, between here and Lake Wales. This will get $300,000 of it. The city of Lakeland, through the airport support, Lakeland International Airport, will provide $300,000 over the next 3 years to make sure we have the right people, the talent to populate this facility, so that those who come in here will have guidance on how to do a business plan, marketing, trademarking, tax laws, all those necessary skill sets so that they can build a company and then move on out of here.
Titan makes Mustangs. The all-metal Titan T51 replica Mustang series continues to grow its flock and has partnered up with another Mustang replica entity from Europe. Mustang world domination, anyone?
Titan Aircraft manufactures the kits for these 3/4 scale Mustangs, 75% size. They're all two-place. Variety of engine options for these airplanes, from Rotax up to this engine, this airplane, for example, that has a Chevy LS3 V8 engine in it. All metal airplanes. They come as a kit. They're highly prefabricated. Many of the difficult parts to make are already done at the factory. The airplane's a delight to fly. I've been privileged to fly 3 or 4 different versions of these models to Oshkosh and also coming here. It's a very flyable airplane, which is kind of unique for Mustang replicas. They've had a reputation as being kind of hot rod, tricky to fly airplanes in the past. These are very flyable, enjoyable to fly airplanes. Cruise speed on these airplanes ranges from about 120 to 160, depending on the engine options. It's a very good handling tail dragger airplane. Probably the best handling tail dragger I've ever flown. Titan Factory is unique in the fact that they are the only ones who have serially produced complete airplane kits year after year for the T51 Mustang.
Coming up after the break, GAMI's unleaded fuel solution.
Whether you're charting a steady course or pushing for the ceiling, Hartzell Propeller has been elevating flight for over 100 years. It's in our passion for engineering and research. It's in our dedication to testing the limits of performance and creating propellers that are as safe, as they are sexy. Now, together with our dedicated family of companies, we're propelling the future of aviation. We are Hartzell Propeller, built on honor.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
We're especially happy to say that we're getting ready to go to Sun and Fun.
And to help even more people celebrate Sun and Fun and the spring flying season, we're having our biggest sale ever. 22% off all King Schools courses.
We look forward to seeing you at Sun and Fun and at the airport.
Welcome back to Airborne Unlimited, coming to you this week from Lakeland Linder International Airport at Sun and Fun 2022. If you've seen something especially cool around Sun and Fun, post it with hashtag SNF22cool. We would love to check it out. GAMI has an unleaded fuel solution. GAMI's George Browley wants to know why the GA world keeps talking about future GA fuel substitutes when he already has one and it's certified.
What I can share with you is that on March the 2nd, we received an email from the FAA, and the email from the FAA said the following, and it's in the press release. It said, the Wichita Aircraft Certification Office advised GAMI has completed all, emphasis all, the necessary showings and findings of compliance and provided type, design data, and documentation required for substantiation of the requested expansion of the engine STC SEO 1966WI. Then there's this new separate sentence, and it says, the revised approved model list currently awaits FAA headquarters approval to sign and issue. So everything has been done as of March 2nd for the engine AML. I hold a copy of the engine AML here in my hand. This document is 18 pages long. It consists of row after row of individual make airplanes, and each make has a whole host of separate models under each make. This list, which contains all of the links to the type certificate database, so that if you look at it, say in a Word document or a PDF document, you can click on one of those blue items and it takes you to the FAA's type certificate database and brings up that particular type certificate sheet for that particular engine. This includes every single engine, spark ignition piston engine in the FAA's database. Plus, we have authority from the FAA that if one is accidentally omitted, that we are authorized to issue a 337 and approve it. So without exception, every spark ignition piston engine known to the FAA, all of the certification work has been done pursuant to that March 2nd email. They're only awaiting the FAA in Washington to allow the manager in Wichita to sign this AML and deliver it to GAMI.
ElectroAir gets certified. ElectroAir has certified their dual electronic ignition system for 4- and 6-cylinder airplanes and brought older piston engines into the 21st century.
We learned last Friday from the FAA that we received our STC approval to expand our current STCs, but our STC approval to do dual electronic ignition systems. Requirements for 4-cylinder is that you end up with two ignition systems with two trigger points.
Okay.
So both ignitions are now separate. They are not tied to each other in any way, shape, or form. In the case of the 4-cylinder, we use a magnetic, or what we call a mag timing housing. This drops in place of the 4-cylinder magneto. It also, the second ignition system is then triggered with what we call a crankshaft trigger wheel. This mounts on the crankshaft just behind the prop flange underneath the flywheel on the Lycoming. On the Lycomings, there's two forward journal bolts that we can grab on and put a bracket to. In the 6-cylinder application, the strategy is the same way. We use a 6-cylinder mag timing housing to replace the dual mag, and then the second ignition is triggered by the crankshaft trigger wheel up on the front of the engine. The rest of it's just simply redundant components. The kit comes with, if we were a 4-cylinder, would come with two 4-cylinder coil packs, two controllers, wired independent of each other. Each controller has a provision for a manifold pressure sensor input, so that's why we base timing on it. We are a very high energy, variably timed ignition system. The 6-cylinder application, same thing. Two high energy coil packs delivering about 70,000 volts through 20 degrees of crank rotation. If we think of that in terms of energy, it's 9 joules. And then two controllers that control both coil packs.
Coming up after the break, more innovation from Avidyne.
The E1000GX is the most powerful single-engine airplane that a pilot can get their hands on today.
E1000GX takes what was already a great airplane and makes it even better. With the addition of the Hartzell 5-blade composite propeller and the Garmin GFC 700 autopilot, we've really helped to simplify the pilot operations.
It's so easy to fly and so smooth. It gives an airline ride to your passengers.
You're a good pilot, so of course you'd never drink and fly. But when you fly above 8,000 feet, you're at serious risk for something worse: hypoxia. Low oxygen kills your flying skills. It's toxic to fly hypoxic. At Aerox, we make oxygen so easy and affordable. Just flip the switch and breathe easy in any airplane you fly. Our made-in-USA oxygen systems and masks will keep you safe and sharp takeoff to touchdown. Aerox. #1 in oxygen since 1981.
Welcome back to Airborne Unlimited, coming to you from Lakeland Linder International Airport at Sun and Fun 2022. More innovation from Avidyne. Avidyne has been eating its Wheaties and innovating their next-gen avionics solutions in a big way. From jets to GA, Avidyne is proving it can hold its own in the uber-competitive avionics biz.
Hey guys, I'm Macy from Avidyne. I'm the East Coast sales rep, and this is our Vantage screens. So these are our new screens we're working on. They're going to be the replacement for our EX5000, and we're really excited about them. They're 12-inch screen, dual AVARs, and they're going to be paired with our IFD series, and they'll also pair with our DFC90 autopilot as well. And this is our IFD 550. This 550 has a dual AVARs as well, and then we have our IFD 440. And then here's our DFC90. And then this is our IFD 100 app. It's a free app that comes with all the IFDs. You'll be able to pair it just via Wi-Fi. And you can, anything you see on that screen, you'll see on the other, vice versa. And so you can have big glass, even if you're just upgrading with a 440. So come by our booth, check us out on Hangar C.
Micro-Aerodynamics takes control of your plane's airflow. Not sure your wing and tail surfaces are doing their job the right way? Micro-Aerodynamics has some carefully calculated answers for you.
My name is Annie, company's Micro-Aerodynamics, and we have micro vortex generator kits. Vortex generators, these little tabs, they lower stall speed and improve control response at slow speeds. We have over 750 models FAA, STC approved, as well as several international approvals. The kit can be installed in a day, and prices range from $695 to $4,000 depending on the model.
Well, that's our program for today at Sun and Fun 2022. Be sure to stay up to date at snfdd.com, your Sun and Fun digital daily. Again, thanks to today's sponsor, Piper Aircraft. From trainers to ultra-advanced pressurized single-engine turboprops, Piper is building the aircraft that are keeping America flying. I'm Holland Lee, and you've been watching a special edition of Airborne Unlimited on Aero-News Network. We'll see you back here tomorrow.